Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah, a vort for the Yom Tov. The following is a translation of a sicha, or a talk, from the eve of Simchas Torah, 5744, or 1983, sichos, or talks of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, of blessed memory. The mitzvah of Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah, as the previous Rebbe said, is joy. The joy in dancing during these 48 hours has the same effect as the service of awe during the 48 hours of Rosh Hashanah. This is in addition to the general function of Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah, which is to ensure that all the revelations of the festivals of Tishrei, including that of Rosh Hashanah, be absorbed by Jews in an inner manner, and that affected by joy is much loftier than affected through awe, just as Purim, service of joy, is loftier than Yom Kippurim, service of awe. Kippurim meaning like Purim, like it, but not actually it. Inner absorption entails a settled frame of mind. Joy bursts bounds. Although opposites, a Jew has the power to perform both simultaneously, for he is bonded with God who is omniscient. In other words, when Torah, which is truth and life, gives a Jew instruction for living in this corporeal world, nothing can prevent him from carrying it out. The above holds true even though a Jew's soul is enclosed in a physical body in this corporeal world. For not only does the soul retain all the powers it possessed before it came down to earth, but it gains something new. The soul in the body is the object of God's choice. True free choice is possible only when the objects from which one chooses are equal. A Jewish soul is unique. Thus, God's choice of Jewish people is only of their physical bodies, of which the Alter Rebbe writes in Tanya, chapter 49, is similar in its corporeality to the bodies of the people of the world. And as the object of God's choice, nothing can stand in the way of a Jewish person fulfilling the Torah's directives. There are differing levels of joy. In general, they are divided into two: joy stemming from a particular reason, and joy that is a result of a person simply choosing to be joyous about something or about anything. In the former, the joy is limited, restricted to the reason that it produces. In the latter, it is because of choice. It transcends all limits. Although there are many reasons to be joyous on Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah, it is, in the end analysis, a joy stemming from pure choice, and as such transcends all bounds. This is expressed in the way we dance at Akafos. The Sifrei Torah we dance with are covered by their mantles, not permitting their contents to be seen or learned. Moreover, one dances with one's feet, with one's heels, the lowest part of the body, which emphasizes that the joy has nothing to do with understanding, the brain, but because one chooses it. Thus, the joy is not a result of learning and understanding the Torah, but rather stems from the essence of the Torah, transcending comprehension. Joy as a result of choice. The Torah, it is true, is always read on Simchas Torah, but, number one, this happens after the Akafos, and two, we see that the unique joy of Simchas Torah is at the time of Hakafos, not at the time of the Torah reading. joy is there, but it's the extra joy, or the intense joy, is by the dancing. The beginning of this joy may result of one's understanding, but this is only the beginning. It is followed by joy stemming from choice, transcending comprehension and limitations. Of course, the reason one dances with the Sifrei Torah in such a way that one can't learn it may not be because it stems from a choice transcending reason, but because one simply chooses to dance. However, such choice below reason is connected to choice transcending reason, for they both are the same concept, choice. All the different levels of awe, for example, higher awe, lower awe, awe stemming from shame, are connected, for they're all idea of awe. It is the idea of the end is rooted in the beginning, and the beginning in the end. The choice below reason is connected with choice transcending reason in regard to the joy of Simchas Torah, is illustrated by the dancing. When the feet, the lowest part of the body, dances, the head is also raised. One sometimes begins with the head, meaning that one understands that it is necessary to dance, and therefore the feet dance. But afterwards, it is the feet which raise the head to extend that they merit to be the Torah's feet, and they raise up the Sefer Torah. On Shmini, Atzeres, and Simchas Torah, then, it is not enough that one merely is joyous. The joy must transcend all limits. Thus, although in exile, and especially on Simchas Torah, which, being on the second day of Yom Tov, reminds a Jew that he is in exile, for the second day of Yom Tov applies only in exile and outside of Eretz Yisrael, a Jew must nevertheless be in a state of great joy of Simchas Torah. Depression resulting from considerations of exile is possible only when joy stems from reason. When it stems from choice, however, which transcends all reasons and calculations, no such considerations can exist. 2. Additional joy accrues from the special nature of this year. Joy in Hebrew is Simcha, which has a numerical value of 353, corresponding to the minimum number of days in a year. There are 6 possible variations in a year's length. A regular year can have 353, 354, or 355 days, or 355 days. A leap year can have 383, 384, or 385 days. This year, meaning in 5744, or 1983, the Jewish English year, Jewish year, 5744 in the Jewish year, 1983, 82, and 83 of the secular year. This year has the greatest possible number of days, 385, which indicates the greatest possible increase in joy over a regular year. And 5784, it's also going to be a special leap year, so it's close to that, or it might even be that. Although it does not seem possible to have different levels of joy which stems from choice, the joy of Simchas Torah we find, however, different levels in the idea of choice itself. God chose the Jewish people at Matan Torah. As the Alter Rebbe rules that when we recite, "You have chosen us from all nations," we should have Matan Torah in mind. Yet the idea of "You have chosen us" is repeated and affected once again in the next festival, as we recite in the festival liturgy. And according to the rule of we ascend in sanctity, Malan Bakoidish, God's choice of Jews on each successive festival and on each successive year must be on a loftier level than on the previous occasion. Ad Khan, we'll stop here for part 1.